So, we're back. I'm pretty sure the entire first portion of the session didn't record. So I guess welcome back to session 7 of L5R City of Lies. So what happened during that first portion was we recovered Hitomi from a farmhouse, killing 2 people there who didn't get a chance to say anything, just got murdered. Hitomi's wounds were seen too. She seems a little traumatized by the experience. Discovered that she does have some aspect of the taint, though we discussed that she can still live a mostly full life. She'll have a shorter lifespan because of it, but it's not the end of the world. Come on now.
From what I've really gathered, that's what's saying to keep inside, is that it really seems to actually become like a genuine problem when you die.
Yeah, that's the reason you're not allowed to obscure it, is because if it's sufficiently bad, you come back as a zombie. Yeah.
Fun. Zombie Tommy.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it has to be quite far along. It's
Right,
just because somebody has the taint and they die doesn't mean they become a zombie.
Right.
Because
But
she's
most
younger.
importantly, what happened at the very beginning is that you actually gave your name to the owner.
Yes.
So it is
Can't forget that.
pretty much,
Yeah. Who told them where Hitomi was being held?
yeah, which pretty much solidifies that I'm tainted. Like,
Yep.
so everyone knows, and everyone in the group knows anyway.
So upon returning to the city, Hitomi was seen to by the priestess of the Sun Goddess Temple, and they discovered that the horse dealer, whose patron is Kurochika, had her warehouse broken into, her stable, I suppose, warehouse broken into. She was knocked unconscious. The horses were stampeded out, which trampled her. And they caused a bit of an uproar as they ran through the city, not all of which were returned because they were very valuable. They were high-end horses. Then you guys slept. You discussed what you would do with the monkey, the wind. You are going to get ample to attempt to train it to be somewhat hospitable to you guys. And you started going around visiting people that participated in the botched ninja raid and apologized for their losses. Jodamon the dragon was understanding and knew immediately that something bad had happened and that you guys were looking pretty worn. And Oroku mentioned that he would help if you guys need something, but he is leaving the city soon. And Doji Sumetsu understands what happened was not your fault, but can't commit more men at this time.
Before, because I'm separate from them right now, back on with Hitomi. Before we cut to them, going back and doing whatever they're doing, I want to go to the governor's palace with Hitomi.
Right.
Just so, for one thing, the governor knows Hitomi's okay, because she knew everything that went on with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want her to know everything that's kind of gone on.
Okay.
So I feel like if she doesn't know, they'd kind of be concealing it. So.
Okay. She thanks you for telling her and letting her know, and says that is the appropriate thing to do. The other thing was somebody should let you guys know that you are you, so you know. I guess.
Yeah.
So she, was happy to hear that you're already engaged with the Sun Temple, and
No, that's all I had. I've got nothing. Tommy and I are pretty drained at this point.
you can tell the governor is too.
Yeah,
This is
I know.
not a great week for her.
It's been great. Just while I'm there, is there any other what came of the whole thing with Kurochika, or what's his name, right? Is that something of?
Yes,
Yeah,
Bayushi
yeah.
Kurochika. Tensions are still high between the two, though they've not reached the point of open fighting or anything yet. He believes that the governor had something to do with the incident at Horse's establishment, which she denies. So currently she's trying to talk him down from doing anything.
And what does she think that he's done wrong? Like what's the actual feud here?
Well, there's some suspicion that, like, because the Shoshoro's fields got burned, their opium fields, poppy fields, and one of the warehouses was attacked at one point. So they don't know necessarily who did it, but many of them suspect Gorchika might be involved, as he is a competitor, I guess.
Okay. Anything else I can gather here?
So here's what she will say, since you are invested in the city, is that she does not want to act rashly. She believes that, if violence is required, it isn't something you should resort to quickly. However, once you do resort to violence, it is best to do so thoroughly. So she will, since she has a pre-established relationship with you guys, she'll try to keep you apprised if anything big is going to happen, as far as she's aware. However, the unexpected can happen as well.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that she's gonna at least try and keep us out of trouble if we get into trouble.
You should ask about Kimmy.
Yeah, actually, before I go, I'll ask her how Kimmy was, because I heard that she was...
Yeah, she, the governor says that she and the unicorn agreed it was best if she goes visits her family in in other parts of the Scorpion Lands. So she'll tell you she saw Kimmy before she left. So.
Well, I think that's all I have. And I'll be on my way.
Okie dokie. Anyone else you guys want to visit?
Arenado.
Why though?
Because he wants me to get shit on so everyone has a good time.
What are we gonna, I know, but what are we gonna say?
No,
It's
that's
okay.
what Joe wants to
Give me a
happen.
second. I can think of something.
We asked him for a minute
I
and he
want
said
this bad
no,
enough
fuck
that I
off.
can think of a reason. You guys go visit someone else maybe, if that matters, and I'll think of a reason to do
Right,
it.
we still think I'm gonna agree.
Because the last time I talked to him, he wanted us to actually have an investment in the illicit opium trade. He wants to actually investigate that and try and put a stop to it. And considering all the attacks that have been going on against the opium trade.
It's not illegal opium trade.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like, it's not like illicit dealings don't go on through, you
You're
know.
implying that to do stuff illegal?
I'm not denying it. I'm just saying maybe you could just like go there and maybe like scope it out. Like, hey, I know you guys wanted like to stop that drug trade, and like somebody stopped the drug trade. And,
Go ahead, Joel.
Unicorns are really good at horses.
Go see him. How about you get
no,
shit on for
Trust me, I would absolutely would if it wasn't the whole thing with Atomi. I'd already be there.
Well, since we have something to actually ask him,
Do we?
shit's going down. You're a culprit, or not a culprit, a suspect.
That's the only thing. If you openly accuse him, that's the only thing. Is like you
That's why you want Keegan to go.
I want all of you to go, but the only reason I'm saying Keegan is because like they're unicorns. Are you a unicorn? No. Are you a unicorn? No, you're a dirty Roman. Sup? I'm just making an argument. You do
So
whatever you want.
it's not a lot to go on.
Yeah.
Horses?
Yeah.
Who else is a horse?
Yeah, somebody like unlocked the gates the horses were locked behind and then slapped the one in the back in the butt. It doesn't take a
Well,
unicorn.
there was a guy before who was like riding away on like the same kind of horse that evil looking dude had. What was his name?
Ayoshi Otada, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's not just unicorn who ride horses though.
What?
I don't believe you. Fine.
We got nothing else to do today then.
You could go look into the
Oh, yeah, I
actual
guess we could
attacks,
go look at the
actual
warehouses.
issue.
I want to go to the place where the stable was broken into.
Horse stable.
Sure,
Ah,
that's correct. Yes.
that's really funny.
All right. Yeah. So there's some time has passed since that happened. There are some of Corchica's men there who are dealing with the horses.
Alright. I'll look over at you and say, enough horsing around, it's time to investigate.
I'm leaving.
He takes your badge and kills you.
Worth it.
Alright.
Alright, someone else can lead the charge. I need a talking mood.
All right.
Alright, I'll go up to Corchica's men and ask what's been found so far. Is there any lead as to who broke in here?
The only witness would have been Horse, and of course, she's dead.
Dude, use the water sphere thing on her body.
The what?
That thing you tried to do with the girl that had Hitomi.
Her body isn't here anymore, so there's that.
Damn it.
Go find her body.
It's been some time. I mean, there isn't even the imprint in the mud of her like mangled corpse anymore. It's been that long.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. Never mind. We're good. Never mind. Yeah. I'm just not there.
Well,
You can tell they are like super on edge.
on edge.
Everyone is
Yeah.
these days.
Anything you want to do, Steve?
You said you're getting impatient. You
Can
want
we
us to
can we do an investigation roll or something to see if we can find any?
I was gonna ask that, but I just don't know what I'm looking for. Like,
Well, that's the thing. Like,
That's why
like
we
we'll
do
look around,
investigation
we'll
roll.
investigate and see what we can find.
Yeah. We could
Who's
always.
got the strongest?
I assume we could all do it in this situation.
2 and 2,
I have three.
because it's what it's awareness, investigation and awareness.
You're speaking to people, or you're looking for?
We're looking.
We're looking.
It's perception then.
Perception.
Okay. Well, we can all roll for that, I assume.
Yeah, sure.
And I keep my perception, right?
It's better. Do it better.
Yep.
13.
That was 9.
31.
All right. So, you don't find a lot in terms of evidence, to be honest, but you're able to sufficiently determine that that's because there really isn't much to find. What happened would have been pretty easy to do. Horse certainly wasn't combatant, knocking her out.
Yeah.
Any competent combatant could do so. And then it's just there's no lock on like the stable doors. It's just a matter of like flipping a thing and opening a gate.
Whose patron was this?
Core Chico was her patron.
Corchica. Does he does the rounds at, for his merchant places to check stuff out, right?
Sure.
He just
Yeah. He's the one that bought you the
dumb
dead bird.
operation. There's just anybody could go in and just steal horses.
Have you been to a stable? They don't
Yeah,
have padlocks on the
Gas.
like
That just sounds like a really.
If you know where a
dumb
stable
business.
is, you can go in and like basically do whatever you want. Yeah.
and they're wild animals. Well, they're not domesticated, I guess but they're semi-wild. You can all you need to do is spook them and they'll run.
Now, my thought is somebody should have seen something. Someone.
Well, it was in the middle of the night, too.
Still.
We're probably not gonna find.
No.
Even
If
we wanted
they
to,
did,
probably wouldn't
we
find them.
we don't know where to find them.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, it is, I suppose, notable that this is not related to the opium industry. It's just horses.
Yeah, but this is just it's just something to see. It seems like just something to get at Corchica, because you said they were
Fuel the
highly
fire.
valuable animals
They
too.
were extremely valuable. Yeah, this would have been the premier horse merchant in the city.
This
This
feels
is-
more
this-
like a revenge thing. Like
This feels like a
revenge to
fuel for the
something.
fire kind of thing. That's what
Or-
I'm getting from this.
Or what all I'm been
Has
thinking.
anyone looked up horse's entry in the dossier?
I was looking. At
I didn't know it was in the dossier.
Yeah.
It is,
Here, one second. Do you want me to like read it out loud?
Sure.
This is Shigeko's dossier. Horse was once a vassal of the Shinjo family, but has recently switched her allegiance to Bayushi Korichika, who made her a remarkably generous offer. I heard that Horse will be exempt from all formal duties to Korichika for a year in exchange for her loyalty. Horse runs an extensive stable which has produced some of Ryoko Owari's finest steeds. There are rumors that Korichika is pressuring her to concentrate less on producing a few outstanding mounts. Instead, she used to produce large numbers of steeds of lesser but still good quality. This makes me deeply suspicious. Through Sharp, Korichika already has a well-developed river transport network. If Sharp can get a supply of fine horses as well, he could begin to compete with his cousin's land transport business. I wouldn't care a fig. I like that. For such merchant maneuvers, if I didn't suspect Sharp of being Bayushi's opium smuggler, that suspicion makes me deeply uneasy about him forging paths into Rokugan's heart. So, yeah,
What page is that on?
that's page 75.
Don't do very well just listening.
It's alright, I don't either. So I'm guessing Korichika is either or somehow related to Fade, just based on that alone and everything that's kind of gone on.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to produce there's no reason to produce like a lot of seeds for any real. Well, there's probably, I'm sure there's like a million reasons, but I mean, considering the nature of him, the city, everything that's going on right now, yeah. So
Maybe it's like the dossier suggested, and that it was for, transport purposes, or maybe he just felt that he could make more money selling more horses than.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure there's like reasonable explanations, but I think that's a good lead to start looking into. Is probably
So the thought is that she's being made to train all right horses,
or to breed
breed
horses
more
that are,
horses
Yeah.
to help with the transportation.
of like slightly lesser quality than to
Right.
than to produce like this is Golden Secretariat, who's the best
Right,
at
right,
everything.
right.
Yeah.
So, and basically quantity over quality, in order
Well-
to help with the opium
Yeah,
smuggling.
but still high quality,
Decent.
Right.
just not the top.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But it's still the quantity over quality.
Sort of.
Idea.
Yeah.
So who would be against this? Like, who would be?
Well, for one, the reason, like, because there's a lot of tensions right now going on, like he explained earlier, is that so Korichika and Bayushi, is that the governor?
Well, no, it's Shoshiro Hayubu is the governor.
Yeah.
Bayushi Korichika is the guy
Sorry, yeah, so
who's her patron.
Yeah, so Bayushi and
Shoshiro.
Shoshiro. Their two families are kind of at odds right now because they're both like involved in the opium trade, correct?
Yes.
And so because things have happened on both ends,
They're both calling foul play.
Yeah, they're both calling foul play. So this could have been an incident of like one of the Shoshiros like, yo, fuck you and your horses, and like opening it up and running through the city. Or what I'm thinking is it might have been an orchestrated event like, oh no, all the horses just ran out of the city. Where actually they're all being herded into an area for like Fade to kind of.
Here's
Put
why
them off
I
to the
don't
side.
think that's what happened.
Okay. So.
If that was the plan, they'd have men waiting to gather the horses up. But we know that most of them have been returned, and a
Most
few of them.
Yes.
And
of course.
weren't the few of them that were missing like the better quality ones?
I don't believe.
Oh, they were. Here's the thing. The the impression you got was that it was just people who were like,
Well, can make some money.
this is a very valuable animal that no one is looking after right now. It's mine now, I guess.
That's pretty much what I think happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the motive was to do
I
that.
don't buy it. I don't buy it a bit.
I think if it was Fade, I
I'm sticking to my hunch.
don't think it has anything to do with Fade. Anyways.
Because that's also like that's what I mean. Like, you're right. Stables are just that. But I mean, I don't know. Something about it just seems like that was too easy. It was way too easy.
Oh, too easy.
Yeah.
So who's Sharp's competitor?
No, Sharp. I don't think Sharp inherently has a competitor. At least it's not mentioned. Like anyone else that sells opium, really. But
Because basically anybody who stands to lose over this this opium trade, this opium business.
well, because like it's whoever has more like control over it is really what it is. And
Exactly,
where, like
exactly.
those two Scorpion families have like that's their shtick.
Yeah. So theoretically, because it's suspected that these horses are to help Sharp's opium business, right?
Is it? Did it mention that? I
Am
think it's
did
just
I
no, because just
misunderstand?
Sharp is so Bayushi is the patron of Sharp and Horse, like the horse merchant. He's just the patron of both of them.
Well, through Sharp,
It just mentioned that he through Sharp is like what his opium trade is. I don't think the horse has actually anything to do directly
Well,
with the opium trade.
through Sharp, Kurachika already has a well-developed river transport network. If Sharp can get a supply of fine horses as well, he could begin to compete with his cousin's land transport business.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's
So
right.
what if...
So Sharp's cousin is Subtle, who's also in
Yes. So and he's got a land transport business, right? So I have a feeling this is probably a feud between cousins.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. See, I was sitting here like arguing with you, and I wasn't even reading them.
So I think we need to go talk to Subtle and Sharp.
Alright, sounds like a decent lead.
Yeah, because the other thing I was thinking too is like, assuming that it wasn't like the thing I originally said, like the whole maybe Fate orchestrated, like get some horses, make it seem like, oh no, someone robbed me of my horses. But in reality, it's just like it's a good way to like get rid of a few to like put off to the side.
Yeah.
Assuming it isn't that, it could also just be someone else that orchestrated, like again to make it seem like it was one of the Shoshiros, like fuck you, say goodbye to your horses kind of thing.
Right.
But in actuality, it wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To kind of like cause more tension
Right.
to wherever
Yeah.
it would be beneficial.
But it's just that the crime makes me think of something that it's not going to physically hurt him.
Yeah.
It's going to financially hurt him.
Yeah, it's a,
So it's still within the family, right? So
Exactly.
I think so. Subtle is one we would suspect of doing this. So I think we should go see him.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Subtle and Sharp are good leads no matter what anyway. So
Let's go. So the three of us, because you're still with your
I'm
daughter.
still at home with my daughter.
So we will go to Subtle's hideout or house,
House.
whatever he does.
The
Those
hole he
big
lives in.
caves that merchants all live in.
Well, because okay, they're merchants, but the opium trade is illegal.
No,
No,
not
it is
so.
not.
There is both a legal and a illegal.
So there's black market opium.
But isn't it kind of like a necessary evil in a lot of people's eyes? Because
Yes.
there wouldn't be enough
Well, it
opium
is
to go around
necessary
without it.
because like it,
Correct.
opium, like whatever the medicine is, it's made of.
Gotcha.
It's like a very
Gotcha.
genuine-
Yeah, well, so opium's the core medicine.
Okay.
The legal form are like little tablets that you would need to take a lot of to get high. But like they're you could take they're a painkiller, and they are used to treat dysentery as well as some
That's right.
other things.
You know that thing that your daughter does.
So smoking opium or smokable opium and liquid void are both illegal forms of opium because those are just made to get somebody high.
So it's kind of like meth and then like contact C.
But they're both made of the same base product.
Exactly.
So like that's why a necessary evil, right? Like you
Gotcha.
can't not grow poppy seeds and then not
expect
have
it to
illegal
not
stuff
have
come out of
get
it as well,
yeah.
right?
All right, so let's go see Subtle.
All right, cool.
So wait, Watchful's also dead, right?
Yeah, he died with the magistrate. Isn't that his?
No, Watchful, the other merchant.
Oh,
That was,
sorry, sorry.
Yeah, she was killed.
Yeah.
Yep, she was killed. So was Whisper in the Night of a
I
Thousand
feel like-
Screams.
I guess I'm writing these down because I keep forgetting who's dead. Like, oh, we should
Yeah,
have been.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, who's dead?
There's quite a few of these that are gone.
Yeah. Timmy's gone too. That one bitch that was raising Tommy's dead.
Yep. All right, so you're gonna go see Subtle. All right. Does somebody want to read out Subtle's entry from the dossier?
So Sharp's cousin is older, wiser, and more prosperous. possibly because his patron is Shishoro Hyobu herself. I have encouraged him to try to exert some control over his Venal Kingsman, Venal, but to no avail. I can only hope that Sharp will learn from example. Subtle is also an exporter, but unlike his brother, he transports his goods by land, taking them through Biden Pass to the east, and then into the heart of Rokugan. He moves a great many goods, but his primary interests are sake, silks, timber, and fine ceramics.
Potter's on.
So yeah, you are able to meet with him fairly quickly. He's, I wouldn't say eager exactly, but he's, willing to speak with you.
Okay.
He's very polite.
All right.
He asks what it is that he can do for you.
Well, I would start by saying we are currently investigating an incident that happened at Horse's Barn or stables, where a number of horses were released. We were wondering if you've heard anything about this, or if there's anything you know about it.
Well, he's aware of it. His word has gotten out about it. He doesn't know any specific details. He knows a fair bit about horses. He doesn't raise them like she did, but he would. He will tell you, and you probably I would already know this to a certain extent from talking to Porchica's guards that his men returned some of them.
Return to a horse.
Well, to her stable, obviously, because she's dead. But
Right.
Which he'll come right out and tell you it was like kind of like an attempted, fig leaf, because he knows there's tensions between his patron and Corchica, which he's really hoping doesn't go badly.
Considering merchants are dying like left and right.
He's one of the two left.
Yeah, there's 1, 2. I think there's 3 or 4 left alive.
Yeah, there's less than we started with though.
Builder and Whisper, I think. No, Whisper's dead. So yeah, there's 3 left. There's 3 left alive.
Let's go be Builder then. Let's go get him.
You're talking about
Who's the Builder?
Yeah.
You've not talked
We
about
should.
it.
Huh?
You've not talked about
Yeah, we
it.
talked to Builder once.
What do you
We
think?
did
I
once
don't think
before.
we
We
did.
never went to visit him, but we talked to him about something.
I don't
Remember we
we were
visited
talking
him?
to him.
I do. I remember specifically.
Okay.
What were you thinking, Keegan? There?
We should roll for sincerity at least.
Yeah,
I think he's telling the truth, but might as well.
Let's roll for sincerity.
Who has high sincerity?
I have 1 in sincerity.
You're looking for investigation, actually. You're gonna roll investigation awareness against his sincerity. He'll roll
Alright.
sincerity. Yeah.
So who has investigation?
So I have 2 and 2. So
I have 3 and 3 for
3 and 3.
investigation and awareness.
I think you're the highest.
Keegan,
Unless Keegan.
I don't have that.
let's get you out of the way.
C10.
Ooh. 18. 24.
What's your okay?
27.
Okay. So can tell. Here's what I'll give you with that. You can tell that he is the type of person that if he believed it was to his advantage to deceive you, he probably would be able to do so. Well, he probably would be comfortable doing so, but he isn't. Nothing he said
he's being
is a lie. He just had no reason not to just be straight with you.
Okay.
That sucks. What's the dead end then?
Alright, here's what I will give you is while you're speaking with him, there's a commotion and you see a group of firemen running down the street past where you are.
Let's follow.
Let's follow.
Yeah, might as well. Get that daily jog.
Alright. You find a Shoshiro warehouse that is on fire.
Oh my
Oh,
damn
here we
it.
goddamn
Oh my
go.
God.
Immediately,
Fuck this game.
Can I do an investigation roll to see if there's anybody that's like trying to leave very quickly? Or at this point, is there like no one around?
At the
that's
point
not-
where you're at is anyone who, like, it's the people are now fighting the fire, so it's mostly people running into this as opposed to running away.
Okay.
Okay, somebody's getting back at these socials for sure.
Alright, so the fire will get put out. You know, it takes a while, but the Thunder Guard show up and are, well, they were part of the firefighting attempt, and they'll be in the process of investigating it. But you guys are right there and can do so along with them.
Yeah.
Can I try and find out how the fire was started?
Sure. Okay.
I'll hold your fire. Use your fire lore.
All right.
Don't
So.
have that.
All right. Here's what I will give you. You don't need to roll anything yet. Is this attack was somewhat botched. It didn't go as smoothly as some of the other events that have been happening, and there are witnesses who worked in the warehouse. So you find out is that a group of men wearing Thundergarm uniforms reported for duty, claiming to be increased security because of all the stuff going on. And at least one of them was a Shugenja because he opened up with a fire spell at some point and torched the building. There was a commotion, several people died, a number of dead attackers as well as people who worked in the building, both from combat and from the fire. So it's pretty chaotic. There are 2 dead attackers in Thunderguard armor that none of the Thunderguard people around here recognize, and one of them will point out that the people in Thunderguard are not allowed to have beards, and one of them has a beard.
Those the Thunder Guard that are with them right now.
Well, the ones that are with you right now are like, yeah, we can't have beards, so this guy definitely not. All right, can I get? Well, is there anything anyone wants to do, or investigation rolls, or?
Might as well investigate.
Yeah. See what we can find.
Give me a roll. For 15.
I have 16.
14, 17.
Alright.
26.
Alright. So both of you will notice that one of the corpses of the attackers, part of its armor had burned away. It wasn't the fire that killed this person, but it burned them afterwards. And there is a
This is one of the Thunder Guard.
one of the people
Well,
who
like
is in
the thing.
Thunderguard
Yeah.
uniform, and they had a medallion around their neck that has now been like melted into their flesh, and it has a unicorn clan symbol on it.
Oh shit, man! Somebody better answer that fucking phone because I called it.
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. He wouldn't go.
Well,
What would I have said back then?
Nothing.
Well, that
That's what made me happier in this time of strife.
How about that blatant accusation? How's it looking now?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
So, we have a new lead.
I'm pissed. God damn it.
Everyone immediately becomes suspicious of you.
It's you.
No.
Um,
Tegan's actually the antagonist.
Wouldn't that be a plot twist?
Yeah. Tell us.
So shall we
fun here.
go investigate with the
Focus
unicorns?
on hot heat flashes. It's just something else. Yeah.
All right, maybe we should just go talk to him immediately.
We're going.
We
Should we
I
get
feel
the
like we
talker
need
first?
Talker man here.
Yeah, we gotta go get the talker first.
Okay, well you can come get me.
Yeah, we're gonna go get him first. Hey,
Okay.
we need to go talk to the unicorn because we think they have something to do with burning down the warehouses because there was a medallion on the guy.
That's all you need. Tell me I'm like in the middle of like a game of Go or something. Like, okay. Yo, that's-
You coming?
yeah, I guess I better. If you'll stay with the Tony.
You want me to stay here with her?
Yeah.
It's kind of important that he comes with us, isn't it?
Why?
He's like the least liked person by these unicorns.
Still.
If that's what it takes to bring the talker, I'll stay with Tommy. I don't mind.
There's no one else I'd
Yeah.
be willing to leave her
Okay, I'll.
with. I want her to like warm up to like Ample as much as she can, but like, and maybe like those other two that are there, the leather workers. But beyond that, there's no one else that I trust to like leave her with.
Okay, I'll watch your Tommy.
Okay. Right. So the three of us are going to talk to Ide Baronato. Let me just pull up the page and
Dave Arenado.
let me kind of get my thick skin on because I don't want to get shit all
I'm
over.
telling you right now, I think the best way to deal with this guy is to just like match his
Assholery.
aggression and assholeness.
I feel like he hasn't been like an unreasonable person.
Okay, but like
No.
there's the unicorn thing, and he needs to be the one who answers. He represents the unicorns in the
Yeah.
city. He needs to answer.
Well, no, so I'm not going with him with an accusation. I'm going to him with like a here is information I have.
Well, did we take the medal with us?
It was burnt into his
You
skin.
want to try and
so-
peel it off?
Peel it out of his skin.
Oh God!
Sure, you
You
want
go right ahead
and
there,
throw
buddy.
that in front of the unicorn
he
guy.
has to do it if you
So-
genuinely want to do it. You're gonna have to be the one to do it
Are
because.
you gonna do it yourself, or are you gonna get a leather worker to do it?
I'll get a leather word to
The
do
only
it.
reason being it's like you're a Ronin, so it's like it's not as bad. But
I still have some honor.
hey,
That poor leather worker. Like he's just bending down, and he just looks at us like, really?
Peeling molten metal out of someone's corpse.
Do
What a
you-
Roman thing to
Alright.
do.
So, do you get a random leather worker to do it, or you get to call eyebrows?
I might as well call eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
He can give it information.
no,
He's
No.
the guy who inspects corpses for the previous magistrate, and you guys a couple times.
All right, let's
no,
call eyebrows.
No,
Why?
No, I don't like it.
Why?
Why?
I don't trust eyebrows.
Well, regardless, you
I'm
weren't
call-
there, so
Yeah, yeah,
Because
you
he
weren't
can
there.
raise just
So-
one of those eyebrows.
So we call on eyebrows and we get him to do it.
I just don't trust them.
Okay.
I don't trust him either. But
We still have
I don't have
like we
reason
just
to trust
basically
her.
like just forgot about the foreign chick whose organs were gone, didn't we?
Yeah.
yeah, well, nothing's happened with that.
Wait, what do you mean? Remember?
Way
No.
back.
Well, things have definitely happened.
Oh yeah.
You
that's
signed
right.
her papers to get her out of the city, and then she.
No,
got,
I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
did.
did. That's right. You
But
did.
no, I didn't know what you meant by foreign chick. Yeah, that's right. That did happen to her. But I mean,
There hasn't been growth. There hasn't been development in that story, at least that we know of.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like after we're like done, after we've made like a decent amount of progress with this, I'm gonna start trying to find out like who are the ones that summoned that demon. Like, we can't just leave that.
I know. There's like 18 things to look at.
All right, so let's focus on ripping this metal out of the person's body.
Okay, eyebrows can do it. He's like, you can tell, like, he doesn't want to grimace when you ask him to do it, but there's a little bit of a grimace.
That's fine.
He's like, all right. And he, with some effort, he manages to remove it, and he gives it to you in a little bag.
Right on.
It's a little
Good.
nasty.
So now we can show the physical proof of why we're going to go see him.
Okay. So now that
We go see you.
Now,
Blah, blah, blah.
okay. Now we're on our way to Ide Baronato.
Yes. This fucker.
Okay. Yeah, so you can tell that, much like everywhere else in the city, people here are on edge,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of uniformed soldiers running around doing things.
Okay. Can I request an audience with Ide Veronato?
Okay. You are shown in, though previous times you've been like met with tea in a big entry hall or whatever. This is kind of just shown into a room where he's rifling through stuff, and this is like a working meeting for him, I guess. And he asks you, what do you want?
So I'll explain to him what happened. There was a attack on a Shoshiro warehouse. It was burned, and that it was some people pretended to be Thunderguard. Is that what it
Yeah.
was? Some people, yeah. And on one of the bodies of the pretenders, we found a unicorn amulet, and we were wondering if there's anything that you might be able to tell us.
Do you like show him the amulet?
As he says that, I take the amulet because I'm assuming I took
I'll
the
let
bag.
I'll let you
Yeah.
do that.
So I
because
take the amulet out and put it on his desk in front of him.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
He kind of looks at it with a bit of disgust because it's still, still like
Fleshy.
charred flesh on it and stuff. He's, not thrilled with that.
It's kind of why I didn't want to like here, but that's what we did. So that's where we're at.
He's like, I see. I mean, so you're asking me what exactly?
Does this amulet is there any significance to this? Is it just representative of your family?
Says, well, there are hundreds of unicorn samurai in the city. This is has the clan symbol on it. If it had a family symbol, that might be more to go on.
Does it?
Keep in mind, this is also like the
It
one
does
guy
not
in the whole
count.
city that would not shut the fuck up about the illegal opium trade.
That's true. That's a good point.
Okay,
So-
what do you mean?
So, the one guy that's been bothering us about that the most, and then suddenly one of his
That's
people
what I've been
shows up.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah, but now there's something to go on.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
I already knew
difference.
that because I'm smart.
But you can't-
I have
you
a
can't-
secure intellect.
We can't just go with our assumptions or right. We have to
Totally
have
can.
some kind
We
of.
totally can because I've been right about a lot of things so far. So what I'm gathering is I should be going on every hunch I have.
You'll be right until you're wrong and dead.
He's already
Okay,
died
when we
once.
discover
So.
that Bayushi, when we discover that Bayushi is Fade, I win. I win the game. I don't care about anything else. I've won the game.
So what do we tell? Because
I'm okay. Let me think.
the way I see
don't
it,
like
he's,
talking.
Are we
he is the
accusing
head-
him?
No.
Well, the way I see it, he is the head of his clan or whatever
Yeah,
you call
he
it.
runs the.
Okay.
So
unicorn,
either he's involved in it,
Okay.
or he should help us in finding.
Here's what I'm gonna ask him, or here's what I'm gonna say to him, is that there is already like a shitload of tension between Bayushi and the Shoshiro clans with the illegal opium trade, or with the opium trade, which I already know you're not a fan of. And now we found an attack on one of their. It was an opium warehouse, right? Trade warehouse. Yeah.
All of
We've
them
now
have
found there's now been another attack on one of Shoshiro's opium warehouses with your clansman's symbol on one of the people who pretended to be the Thunder Guard to get access or to be able to commit this attack.
Mhm.
And we're not accusing you of anything, but where tensions are already high and the two families are already looking for any reason and anyone to blame. If things get turned to you, you're gonna have the most powerful family in the city, or the two most powerful families in the city, looking at you and ready to blame you. We need if you can give us anything, because we
We're
don't
trying to
want-
help you here.
Yeah, we don't want to see that happen. And if there's anything that you can give us to help our investigation, would also help to take some pressure off you in the future.
So he says, those are obviously concerns, and he'll remind you like this individual might be from the Unicorn Clan, or this might be a plant.
Yeah.
Because that's already happened in
Yeah.
in other instances in this investigation.
Absolutely.
So he'll say that's just off the top of his head. He remembers hearing Ide Nakatada, who's a unicorn dude in the dossier.
He is or isn't?
He's in
He
the
is.
dossier, yeah. He says he
Oh, yeah.
remembers hearing him blame the Shoshuros specifically for the death of Michikane.
It was a social warehouse, right?
It was
Yeah.
a Shoshoro warehouse, yeah. And, you know, now he knows there's been a bunch of attacks on different Scorpion families and stuff. So he doesn't know whether that's involved or not, but it's maybe that's a thing. He was
And
Naka, whatever.
He's also an accomplished Shugenja and
Yes.
has a beard. Okay.
Want to do a
There's that.
sincerity check?
And he's also not here right now. So there's that.
Well, that was extremely helpful.
Now, of course, you don't have the corpse to be like, is this him?
Yeah.
He's like, maybe that's
Yeah.
him.
So he just does not like give a shit. Like maybe it's just that fucking guy that's a part of my.
Well,
family.
because he doesn't know.
Well, it's
and-
his nephew,
It is his nephew, yeah.
so it's not just anybody. Like
Yeah.
it's a family member that he may be accusing.
I'm just gonna start doing sincerity rolls on like everybody because.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it again? What do I roll in sincerity?
You're rolling awareness and investigation.
Awareness investigation. 6. That's like my favorite thing. Is anything involving awareness. Yeah. So investigation and awareness.
Interesting. A crane once said that every family has one member who avoids notice. Nakatada serves that function for the unicorn, so he's kind of like the
Undercover.
spy master, if you will, or
46.
oh.
Wow.
So we know his height, his weight.
He's born at 12:30 a.m.
Alright. Alright, so here is what you get from what he has said. Is that he is suggesting that it is Ide Nakatada because he knows that it is him. And he knows that you will find that out eventually.
So he's being
He's giving you this information to appear cooperative.
gotcha. He has something to do with it.
Should we bring that up?
He,
Here, I will throw you this for free.
Thank you.
Is
I'll take anything.
you know how he mentioned that he remembers Ide Nakatada like blaming the Shoshos for the death of his friend Michikane?
Mhm.
Michikane is Baronato's son, or
Yeah.
was his son. So he's way more reason to blame him than,
Yeah.
than Nakatada did.
Yeah. No, I know that.
If they were
I remember. I
involved.
forget. I remember I read how like he passed away, but I forget.
Opium overdose.
It was opium overdose. That's right. Yeah, because I knew it was
That's
something
why he
opium
hates the
related.
trade so much.
Yeah, I knew it was something opium related. I just couldn't remember why.
all right. So at this point, we need to do a manhunt for.
Yeah, we need to
Nakatada.
find this man.
These
We need
two
to
are
find this
mine.
man.
Huh?
These two are mine.
Hopefully, he's not one of those who is basically dead, or actually dead.
Yeah.
Alright, so maybe I was unclear. Nakatada is dead. He is the guy.
Oh, he is.
the guy
Gotcha.
in the warehouse,
Gotcha. He's the guy. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why, because you have his corpse. It was obvious that you would
Yeah.
find out that
Yeah,
it would
it
be
was
him.
over
That's
So
pretty
what
why-
I
much, yeah.
suggest we do right now. So I'm going to thank Ide Baronato for his
System.
for his assistance in that, and
So we're assuming that we've decided that he had nothing to do with this.
No. I
No.
think that he
What-
has
what-
something.
what
I
more
think there's
can-
something to do with it, but we don't have anything to go.
yeah,
with.
if we now if we press him anymore, it's gonna be then it's gonna be insinuating. They're like, no, you had something to do with this.
There's
Which,
nothing
like,
to go on to
he
prove that he.
clearly does, but I mean nothing that would hold.
We don't have
and
hard
nothing
evidence.
that we could blatantly accuse him of. You know what I mean?
So we kind of
So,
just have to drop it
I
for
think
now.
what we should do right now is go tell the governor.
Yeah, we'll report
so
on
he
to.
doesn't. Yeah, so she
our
doesn't
findings.
just immediately
Yeah.
think like.
Finally, we did something right.
"Fuck the-"
Should somebody also
That guy.
go? Should somebody also go to Bayushi? Korchika?
Korchika?
And tell him what
That we
Tell
found
them
the
that
man.
what we found. That way we can
that
diffuse it.
relates to not his warehouse.
Yeah, but we're assuming that he was doing it to both the warehouses,
Yeah.
including his.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yes, no, absolutely. Sorry, no, I just wasn't following it. Yeah, well, absolutely. I'm gonna go tell the governor because the governor's my homie.
Okay.
I think we should go to him first and report on to our findings.
Governor or the
Governor.
Okay.
The governor's a woman, but yes.
Yeah.
Or her, sorry.
Yeah.
Of course she is.
Alright, so yeah, so we're going to see the governor, and we're gonna
Governor?
unless Ida had like
Governor.
some sort of like insulting quip you wanted to throw at me before I left the room.
Come on, hit me. Come on.
No, she's not here.
Huh?
She's not here.
All right. No,
He believes that he has like helped you,
he has.
and he's like, okay, I'm working, so
Yeah.
bye bye.
Okay. Let's go.
All right, we're going. So we're going to Shoshiro's Governor Palace, and nothing happens on the way there, and that's great.
All right, so you arrive at the governor's palace as the Joko is like mounting up and getting ready to ride with a bunch of Thunder Guard.
So I want to run over immediately. Hey, where you going there, pal?
Buddy.
He says like he's happy to see you or whatever, but he's like, oh, I've just, my mother just gave me orders to ride out, so I need to get going.
Where's he heading?
They are going to perform a punitive strike on Corchica.
Halt.
No. So I like hold that thought.
Don't ride
We've
it.
been investigating into some of like the attacks in both warehouses, and we have new information that might
That
not.
the governor will
Yeah,
need.
governor will want to hear, and you could be making a mistake if you attack right now.
Give me a courtier roll.
Courtier roll, you fucking got it.
Demon.
Oh, here we go. Plus voice.
Plus voice.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm talking great.
Take all the dice.
Stop talking.
Yeah, just let me pick the winners here. So we got 4, we got 2, and how about this bad boy?
It's an imposed roll.
I figured.
What?
That's bullshit.
Means that he's rolling against Joko, who's good at this.
This is not voice. I don't get to keep the dice, right? Or do I get to keep the voice with the?
No, it's extra roll of dice. You're keeping your awareness.
That is not a fantastic roll.
What'd you get?
29.
You got 35. So,
Even if that magic would happen.
he's got his marching orders, and fortunately he's not beholden to you. You don't have the authority to tell him to stop. So he's gonna ride off with his men.
So okay. So he's just like, no, and he just leaves. Is that what he like
No,
does?
he doesn't just say nah. He's like, I have my orders. You don't have the authority to stop me, and I have to leave now. So
Anything else in here that might like?
Swordplay. Cut his horse's leg off.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's
You're
not
not
gonna help us.
No, I don't think that. I debated it for like 2 seconds, but I don't think that.
I mean, you
no,
you can always choose. Well, not always, but you can choose to get another point of taint to call your Oni to the site. Like that's a thing you can
Can I do that?
You can. He's not obligated to come, but it'll know that you're calling it.
What would that do?
So you-
What's the
So,
only way to
okay,
slow
so
them
I-
down.
No.
I could just like call him whatever I want.
You think cutting his horse's
This just got so much cooler. This was so worth it.
Sure.
That's no, I mean like I know it's probably never gonna work in my favor, but that's awesome that I
Yeah.
can just be like,
So, I mean-
hey, dude, come here.
Probably distract them. That's all I'm saying.
Don't.
No, I feel like I'd be doing a better job if I like cut his horse's leg off or
Yeah,
something.
you would.
I feel like because if we let him go, like that's gonna be it. nothing else I can do. Really isn't.
Try and pull him off his horse. Just be like,
you
get
have
it
any-
together, man.
Do you have any spells, Nick, that could do anything to him?
I have one that can like
Wait,
set
wait,
him
no,
and his horse
damn! I
on
already
fire
did
with
the roll.
lightning.
I already did the roll. I can't do that now.
What was it?
I still have that black fan that gives me bonus to like talking.
If you want to retroactively use it, I will allow it this one time because it's a pretty important roll.
It's only a one-time. It's only a one-time roll.
What does it give you exactly?
Yeah, I forget. I think it gave me like an extra dice or something. It didn't do that exactly.
What are you doing?
I remember when we got those like artifacts during the Night of 1,000 Streams. Like you got the pair. I got a black fan that it's a one-time use. That's gonna give me like, it gives me like bonus speech stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I forget what it does exactly. It's just never
So
been anything
what was your roll again? What
that.
your
It
result?
was 29.
29. So it gives you a free raise, which you can use to basically make up what's 5 points difference, like which would cause you to beat his roll. So you can use it to succeed. We just have to just use it. It's fine. All right.
Thanks, Doug.
So I'm gonna say he still initially refuses you, but you come up with some point about like, you know, look, we have an established relationship between you guys and us. Like I'm, you know, telling you need to trust me here.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Cool.
So he agrees to come speak with his mother with you.
So like, do I just like use the fan like it's like some call girl or whatever? Just like
You need a
you should listen to me here. Is that what I do?
Just
Please.
like, listen,
What a
sir.
item.
You
Yeah.
gotta talk to him twice. Like, it's just like, get off
Yeah.
the horse. No. How about now?
I had my face rolled as like, maybe you should listen to me. Alright, sick.
Quick time
Perfect. Awesome. Something
Alright.
went right. Storming in the governor's thing. Well, not storming it. I mean, like the situation.
Russian.
Yeah.
Escalated.
Yeah, it's definitely like he brings you in there quickly because
Yeah.
you know they need to address this fast.
Mhm.
So yeah, the governor asks what you want.
So I will present the governor. I'll present the governor what I'm only gonna picture her looking like the person who sings that now. I don't know her name, but I know what she looks like. That's what she looks like now.
What?
The person who sings like, tell me what you know. Who is it that sings that?
Britney Spears?
Is it Britney Spears?
No, tell me what you want.
It's
It's
Spice
Spice
Girls.
Girls.
That's it. Yeah.
There's 5 Spice Girls.
All right, so the
Five
city is
black one.
commanded by the 5 Spice Girls
five
as
Spice
a gestalt entity.
The 5 Spice Girls. All right, we got this. Anyway, so yeah, I go into
Council of Seasoning.
yes.
You had to do that.
He hasn't lost that shit in a while.
This is another 15 minutes.
Maybe we should take the break.
Oh, it's not good. We're good. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. I go in, just fucking talk to whatever name is.
So Shosho Hayubu.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Present to her the information we've gathered, that we've gathered from Ida Bernardo and all that. Tell her like, tell the thing with the Thunder Guard, Buddy the Beard. We checked it after the fire, after it was done being fought. Found the body. Bearded dude had the necklace. Went to talk to Ida Bernardo. Gave us information about Tanada?
Ide Nakatada.
Nakatada. And
that you specifically that you know that he was the guy.
and that was like his body, and we know that he was behind.
At least this attack.
Yeah.
All right. So the governor will say like that. Thank you. That is extremely relevant information. Well, sorry, she says that to you, but then she turns to Jericho and says,
Attack.
"The mission remains the same, but the target is different."
Wow!
Unicorns are gonna get.
good. Convince her.
We need to fight for
Here's
Ida
the
right
thing.
now.
We know he's like we're
Do
pretty
we?
sure.
Yes,
he's guilty.
listen! We have no proof right now. We have high suspicions. That is not enough to just let this man die.
We're
You
also
need
pretty
to
sure that they're attacking the
listen.
wrong person.
Listen. He helped us. He did them a favor in finding this man. There's not the time to act irrationally right now.
Yeah, but I don't care about him.
Okay, but it's your duty as a magistrate.
Am I gonna lose honor if I let this happen? Fuck. All right, fine. I'll do it. Fucking.
Okay.
Can I attempt to
You
convince
can
her?
do a courtship roll, sure.
I'm not
All
saying
right.
don't attack him. Just wait.
Okay. So I was saying to set of dice.
What does torture go
Oh,
with?
holy fuck! This is
I mean, you're doing talkie against the talkie people. You rolled shit, so there's that.
Doing talk against the talking people.
Okay. Come on, 10. Alright, still decent. Okay, so we got.
It's 39.
I'm gonna double check because I've corrected a bunch of your rolls. 15, 20, yeah, 15, 20. Yep, okay, sorry.
Alright, so what is it you're trying to convince her of? Exactly?
I don't know, I didn't really want to do this, to be honest.
not act hastily?
Yeah, basically that. Like, all we've discovered is, like, that this was...
One man's doing.
That this was one man's doing, and I don't know if it's worth attacking, like, the whole clan, like, an actual clan.
We don't even have to go on to just murder these
Yeah.
people.
Alright. You succeeded in the roll. So she says, alright.
What did she roll?
She only rolled a 25.
Ha!
She rolled.
Loser.
She kept an 8, a 7, 2 5s.
Just the stress of what's been going on is she's
Yeah,
losing.
just getting to her, yeah. She was worried about her tone.
Yeah.
Alright, so she says, alright, we will call off the punitive strike.
What exactly?
And we will-
You're using
Preemptive.
strike specifically, so, like, is that...
Is punishment.
Okay.
And they're going to communicate the situation with Korochika. You know, as a way of.
So we don't have to go let him know what's going on then? Should we still go, like, to
She
ourselves?
suggests it might be better if it comes from them. But so she has other ways of solving this then. That won't be so.
Hasty.
Yeah, or they won't involve.
Violence?
Well, the Unicorn Clan as a whole, as much at least.
Oh, of course.
She.
They're gonna
She's
assassinate
gonna-
Baron Otto, aren't they?
No, she's going to ask you to draft up an order of appearance for Baronato that she will sign to bring him in for questioning.
That sounds fair.
That's
Absolutely.
fair. Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
for
Because
sure.
as the leader of the
What am I
clan,
gonna
he
do?
gets
Be
the
like,
answer for
No.
Nah, sorry.
No, I'm out.
Just flip her off and walk
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds fair.
Okay, so I will draft that up.
Cool. You do so. She signs it. They send it off on a messenger,
Okay.
basically.
Damn it.
I
Another
wanted-
time I didn't get to use
I
calligraphy.
really wanted that conflict.
Aren't you at the?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I'm not there.
Yeah.
But every time calligraphy comes into question, I'm not there.
Yeah, I've got calligraphy too, and it's like.
I want to use it.
So, what now? Is there anything else to be done? Is it late at night? Should
Maybe tomorrow, if anything.
It's it's pretty late now. So the thing about the order of appearance is it's normally like it's given to somebody and they are given an opportunity to present themselves. It's not
yeah, so
not
that's
like,
like should it?
it's not like here's your order of appearance, tackle.
No, I know. So will he be coming in like night then, or is he gonna?
If he accepts to come in.
It is up to him. Usually it's not like it's usually some people mulled over for a while. So maybe not maybe not immediate.
Okay. I'll ask her, like, may I be present for when he shows up?
So he will most likely go to the civic hall. So
Okay.
they will contact you.
Okay, perfect. As long as we can be there. All right. So I guess that's like probably it for the day. Unless you gotta want to throw any hurdles at us, or
Well, we're saying it's late in the day now, right? So
Yes.
I think we should go back to. You can go see
yeah,
Tony
of
and
course. Don't go back on that.
tuck her into bed.
All right. Cool.
Don't have too many nightmares.
I don't like when you fold the book and pause.
I'm like really anxious right now. This one's gonna happen while I'm alone with the Tony.
Well, you get a letter for Miss Ichika here.
Me?
Yes.
Cool.
Asks for your presence at the Unicorn Clan.
Okay.
Hold them off for another 4 days.
And
See how it goes.
you specifically, not the
Not
magistrates.
the gang.
You gonna go?
Right now? Do they want it right now?
It doesn't say, it's not like
But-
within the hour.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So we're all back there now. I'm guessing we made it back. Are you going to tell us about the letter or? Okay. So assuming that we have not told you what's went on yet, what reason would your character have to withhold that information? Just for my own.
That's my decision to tell you.
I'm very professional.
I'm not being like, oh, you can't do that because it's not role playing. I'm not going to do that. I'm just curious. Because usually characters are like, we
I
have
don't
to do
know. It's
everything by the
like
book.
they specifically requested just me, so it doesn't matter to
I just
you
want to be
guys.
there so like they can shit on you.
Once there's something for me to say, I'll say it. I guess. But,
All right. Anyway, so yeah, we show up. We tell you what happened.
all right, that's awesome. Cause
So what have you been doing with Hitomi? What have you been doing with my daughter?
not much. She's been tired, so I just put her to bed, and I've just been watching ever since. Haven't done much.
Watching TV. Anime, of course. It's
Yeah,
Japan.
we're in Japan. Yeah.
More wacky game shows. Okay. I'm just gonna have some tea and check on my daughter. Peek in.
Yeah, I think we're calling it for the night, essentially.
Yeah.
In the game, anyway.
I want to go check on Ample, see if he's made any progress with.
Oh, yeah, let's see how our pet monkey's doing.
Oh yeah.
What was the monkey's name again? Do we remember?
Pickup.
Pickup.
Hiccup.
Right.
How could you forget?
It's like a
Hiccup?
cute name.
Because we haven't done anything with it.
Oh.
He's dead. The monkey
No, the monkey's not dead.
No, Apple's
No.
dead.
No, he just has monkeypox. He has not made really great progress. He tells you basically maybe give it more time, I guess. Like
Yeah.
being stuck in a cage doesn't help, but if he lets it go, it probably is just gonna run off because it's
Yeah.
freaked out. He's trying to feed it and get it like comfortable.
Yeah.
Did we ever find out where the leather worker got the monkey from?
Yeah, she found it on like a boat.
Yep.
Good.
Found it in a boat that had like floated downstream.
Huh.
All right.
I want to go check on what was the girl's name?
The girl who had
Yeah, the monkey.
hiccup. Ginky. That was what it was. Ginky.
Yeah, I remember laughing at that. I'm gonna go check on them, see how they're doing, check on her father.
Her father's doing notably much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely improving. This is going to be an ongoing thing. It's not like a,
No, of course, you're not gonna just go come up one day like, oh, I'm better. Yeah.
but certainly better than the whatever crap
Did we ever
the.
find out like what's wrong with him?
Well, he has a disease. I don't have a
Okay,
name
so
for it,
it's
but
nothing that.
so yeah, it's an ailment that
Nothing that
Yeah.
I need to worry about. That's gonna like
it's not
cause
contagious.
smallpox
It's an
amongst
old-
the magistrates.
It's an old people disease.
Old
you know.
people, oh.
You know how the olds have
Yeah.
diseases.
olds.
He's got a bad case of the olds. All
We
right.
apologize to any old people listening.
So yeah, I'll come back out, drink some tea. I'll ask. What's he? I forget everyone's name. Let's just run this.
Ichigo.
Ichigo.
Yeah, Utaku Ichika.
I wanted to ask Otaka Ichika if anything happened while we were gone.
Not really. No. It's
No?
just
Okay. I'm gonna make a sincere
I'm concerned about your daughter. Though.
So, just to give you an update on Hitomi, she's clearly doing better, but like there's a stark contrast between what she was like before, where there's a lot of like running around, little like footprints running on floorboards type
Yeah.
thing. She just doesn't move around as much as she
Very
used to,
lethargic.
and it's very lethargic, very quiet.
Impressive. Yeah, I figured as much. Do you want to roll sincerity again?
No, I'm not actually gonna do that.
Mhm.
That's your choice. That's your choice.
If you want to, I'll
No, I'm
do
not
it.
gonna do shot it. How is she like health wise? How's Tommy doing? Like, is she
Be-
seeming like she's getting?
Yeah, because she received medical
Mhm.
treatment, she's doing fine.
Just not back to 100% yet.
She probably
Which
never
is-
will be. She's tamed.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't.
I think just mentally, she's probably not going to be the same.
No, mentally she's not
Yeah.
gonna be the same. I'm not. I'm not.
You would say most of her behavior is based around her trauma at this point.
Okay.
So do people go to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of that. Yes, but I.
All right, then let's-
Tommy sleeps with me in my bed.
I'm not gonna go to bed when everyone else does. I'm gonna get high.
Yeah, I figured you need a hit.
How much do you have left?
One. It's
One?
Like I'm
This
beating
is
my-
your last
This
one?
is my last one.
All right, because you know the prices have
Yeah,
skyrocketed.
opium, like it's.
This will
Oh,
probably be
shit,
the last
that's
you can
right,
get.
Yeah.
But you clearly would need a hit after all this shit.
Fair enough. You do so, and now we're gonna take our next break.